got a call saying that there's a Bollywood film director who is interested in making a film on you.
Kim nang berkenan ketin ini, tapi Bollywood na po Mumbai Kim la ban sosti. Kakam du Kim yo.
That line that Shah Rukh Khan says.
Yeah, picture abhi baki hai.
No.
Entries ka room kalong palat nyo ho jata. What? Out of that, 6 stories were chosen.
Pibu iladi indai hakatu ka jakam dan itu ka situation nam ka ba.
Tam. Ladam dai ka jingieid blay. Tapi kembang ong hatu ko film. Ngalakot tengah ka bilor.
Sesian perlong ni pedang subhai pi sha kani ka channel ka ba ni yo ban ya kren khniat ha ka ba dei ba ki bubun ki bat hani klimat ni sngo dap dak jing comment bengi dan hang ni po studio ya iba la panong ka ba ngi youtube iba manik bat la kumju ba kurim jongi ha ka ba ha dang ha kini khniat singi bla dap ha khasau tere ki dak ban release ya kani ka web series ka bala produce da Karan Johar but Kajingsha kani lesi labanong ba hanga but hagi babun pring jongi hangni kada kalong kindit bha nomor bang ikam expect nalingai na ka status jong ba manik tinrei ke ka bang nang ketik susu pat habai de bat kani web series kalong ya ka jingieid linti jong kini shikurim ha jinglong jingem ke jongki but ya ka beki yo ban sam sha ka perthai but omdei tang mangi hangni bingi yo page lening yo sngo ta ka khana jongki tinrei ka perthai hi borok wailing ba kani ka rensan Amazon Prime ka ba menta kala adon hangta ya kani ka web series ka ba phila bandai ban page but ka ni kita ki episode ka dei ka jong kini argut. First off, congratulations ba manik bangang YouTube tinrei ka jo kapor mad boy ni kije ibang ya tip ba hangni but nga yo ya ka status ka jong phi ya ka jinglish shandor jong phi but none other than Karan Johar fillet ngangi ka di ka premier ka jong phi ngati ka jaka phila ban sheikh net dah ka bai de ba kani jalan ti ba kani web series
Shwa bangan sedang ngatrai ngan ailat i Rajni ba in patai kendian nomor ba ngamdai manga ba sedang ye kani lane ba penwan duri kani lane ba lalam lenti kani jingsha kada ka por covid ya ke ye baro ba kelas sedang so I will say she is the one who's supposed to tell that
nadu covid oh
so here we go.
So basically, we did not plan anything of this scale. We just loved each other and we still continue to love each other. And somewhere, growing up with Bollywood films, our love language has been Bollywood. We have connected at various levels with the songs and sequences and dramas and all of that of Bollywood. But keeping that aside, both of us never thought that it will happen this way. It was during the COVID that, we could not do anything much for our 10th wedding anniversary. There was nothing. So I just wrote a small note on how we met and what he means to me, basically. And I posted that on Facebook and that was it. The story ended there. 2 years after that, we got a call one fine morning saying that there's a Bollywood film director who is interested in making a film on you. We thought it's a joke and it's a beautiful joke. So we said, okay, why not? So that's how the process began. So we had a series of talks happening with the director and this interviews happened on the Zoom. And when the interview was happening, we still did not understand the magnitude of it. We were just, we are so full of love in each other. So we continue to, blabber about everything that has happened, transpired between us. It is only after 4-5 months of that process, when the director and his writer came to Shillong and he was sitting in the living room. And that's the time when both of us looked into each other and said, okay, this is serious.
Lightning struck us.
Yeah, lightning struck us. And then we said, okay, let's do a little background check on these guys, who this guy is. So I opened Instagram as a primary source of information. I typed there Vivek Soni. And suddenly I see him with Karan Johar and his set of 15 directors. And Vivek is one of them. And then we are under Dharma Production. I mean, literally, you can we wanted to scream, shout, but we were numbed. We just didn't know what was happening, and rest of it is history. It just kept going on.
Kaya ka ba smooth na de kalong bang nadu ba ngayalang ba Rajni Ni karkom yalang jong iru kalong very Bollywood. Namar ba ka story jong iru kalong Bollywood ba. Namar ini tray for FM. Nga tray po ulala. Ti
And we were
isi
very
yap iwe iwe. Isi yap higen. Competition itu. Te kalong very filmi bah kata karkom jingya isi iwe iwe ru lane hadian kata ka jingya dei kaba insa ya batai. Hendrai hadian bangila adab yalang. Pinum ngai. Kadang kau ikut poster ke bangila Shna. Atau ke poster ni Shna, and it was just on Photoshop mo. Ni Shna ba, kani ka jingieid ka jongi, kau ikut sengi kan Shillong ka film. It's done. I'll show you. The poster is there. Kabang ito running successfully, A-rated film of course. Coming soon.
Kamu kata di hadian dalam ada post yang kata kajing
No. This is in the
2010.
2010.
10, 11.
House name 8,000 sepuluh ni Shna tak poster. Film ngai. Kata ka poster. And kadang ko ikatur ka ba ka anniversary ka panungkong ka jongi le ibam khana sieng barok ka jing jong i ka jongi le it was a family affair. Itai poster ngi dawa knang tu. Ti ukon jongi rula kang ta. That poster was almost something that, what is that word that you always use?
Manifestation.
Manifestation.
The power of manifestation. And there's that line that Shah Rukh Khan says.
Yeah, picture abhi baki hai.
No.
Oh, okay. The one that I always say. The pualo kelo.
Yeah, agar
So,
aap
देखो तो का डायलॉग जो शाहरुख खान ने का फिल्म ओम शांति ओम दैट जब भी आप किसी चीज़ को बड़ी शिद्दत से चाहते हो तो पूरी कायनात आपको उसे मिलाने की साजिश में लग जाती है हकतीन फरंग कदे का किंतीन ना कजिंग थो जो उ पुआलो केलो हकबा उंग हककट alchemist by the way kade kita ka kot ka ba I ngau de bru bang justna puli kot The Alchemist.
Oh,
Tell me about it. You have heard that.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
How could I miss that?
Nga de bru ya ka kot ba like nga kot ba ngam jukta kot. Te
Alchemist has two lines. One is when you really want something, the whole universe
Conspires.
to make it happen.
When you want something, the whole universe conspires for you to achieve it.
And
That is-
probably somewhere, we had manifested that, and probably it was written
It
in
was
our life.
like the word maktub in the
Yeah,
Alchemist.
yeah, yeah.
So maktub. Te hadu mentah mandang indah pe jangan ka poster ni ong hoi ka tukar kom draft jongi kam tabiang ngendrei. Ya. Kalalam jeta. And we stick to one thing. Our love story was right from day one. Nadu kapor bang kendo was love on air. We made sure that Vivek Soni also he also connected with it as a matter of fact. Bahadu bakanda mi ka film tu kadika love on air. Hagas bang ye thoru bang ye tho bang habar ni tho kata love on air. Namar that's how we ni kendo. The what ka film tu ki I think ka love on air.
If it's not the radio, and if you just look at me and Nick, we are totally two different personalities. It is only the radio that is the spark between us and that brought us together. Or else we had our different lives. He had his own background and his own baggages. I had my own background and baggages. So on our own, without the radio and without Mandira, I don't think you are somebody whom I would like to.
Too late. It's too late. Now the film has come. Yeah.
Tomo kani lesi laban nong ba phila ya bu hapo ki social media platform baki perlok ke jong pi ki followers ke jong pi kini back in let's say that year when you posted the evening the Henry as a couple can as a family long how open are you about your relationship kan mar mentally le nang ikren shapang lesin no kalong yeng long sem ni ju sngo be ba kadi kalong yeng long sem te bale ban habani thu shabar you don't meet jing sngo kham tam li mengi le hang ni locally kan te hatu kata ka jing lesi ta ka jing one jonki bandong beki offer ye phi nei bandong bachna phlim halor ka jing ya lenti jong ka jing yem jong phi jing ye ka jong phi arngut hatu phim simdan ka tu ka jing tu hesitation ni ka jing tieng bandong ba you can satip ka prathai bro khoi ka long ban just to let out your love story out there was there any hesitation?
What I personally believe in is, of course, there are different ways people use social media. But I have been very authentic that I want to be what I want to be, what I am, truly. So there has never been a curtain where I have said that, no, this is my professional life, this is my Facebook life, this is my personal space. We have been very open about our relationship. We have been very open about our life, And I feel that there is a certain amount of strength that comes from authenticity. But having said that, there has never been an hesitation to talk about Nick or put any post regarding our relationship, is because I truly believe that, God is love. And if I'm experiencing love with this person, I'm experiencing a connection to my God. And if somebody there gets inspired or feel inspired by this little love, this little affection that we share, why not? It's a feel good factor after all. So there's never been
Namar
a.
kalau ni, ya kata kentin jingieid. Hot, ke privacy ke dan betmo ya kata te. Hendrai hatu ke jingieid kalong ka bapi iet tang arngut. Ne kata ke jingieid ka bapi dan kam ka ha jing sung tho jong ha jingieid kata ke ka bapi hapan sam. That's how it grows. That's how it grows. La ngisam baru khon jongi, la ngisam bat imei jonga, bat ki bhai para jonga, mai bat kaya kesem jongi. So until and unless you share that love, your love will never grow. Because if love is timid, ni, lana ka jingit kalong kabalong kabapi pilong buri, pilong rit, pilong kajimu jiprat jong pi kamlong kabayar, kamlong ka namar kamdai ka pop te. Kadika ega ba boleh ula ai kerbang yangi. Hak ni kepertai ega ba menta kalong ba ngi sung thuk baklai ka jingit. Ni la penwan dor ya ka jingit syaga ega balong aurea. Ne ka balong tam ka balong bakla. Ngah ka jingit ka jonga bat ka jingi jonga ka jingi dei bat rajni ngasong thu ba kani kala banlong kanuksa pada nak menta babun balang namar ba hakani ka juk menta kumnungi pensyong dong rem ka jingit. Kai ka jingmo jong ka jingit. Tilada hakani ka juk mentaru ladang idang la banlong ka sakhi jong kata kapakong sane ka rajni ka iong ba ka ka jingi jong ublei ubla ai ladang ibu ublei khmat hak jingi dei arngot kamdan ka jingle ran kono konoru. Tang balada pile pat ya ka balong buri. Ten kong pi buri na ublei ya. Tilada pi buri ya ka jingi na ublei tang mendu pat ba de pilak salai kan. Rengi tingi ye ublei tu ublei ula ai kan ni jing ku tu ya ka ban ya buri. Wi ka ka banga sosi menta kalong batang khat ngi ba ya ka relationship menta ngi pen mo that larger than life. Kijing ya tho menta larger than life. Fancy weddings. With all due respect to everybody. Baro kidon lala ka bha kidon laka jing shampang ka jing sultanat ka jing kwa ka jing ang no jong la jong ba dream wedding should be like this. Our wedding was also a dream wedding. We enjoyed. Oh, our wedding was one of the best. Tang ba? What about relationship part? Hatu ka kut no tang hatu ka dream wedding of yours? Ne nang tapat. How are you growing this relationship? And if that way you can manifest that relationship and share it with people, why not? You have just one life, and in that life, if you can make it purposeful, and if that purposeful life of yours can touch somebody out there, can save a family, then why not?
Manchi thu iki pai ani kani ka web series kerteng love story ya. But kadon hapo Amazon Prime menta bapila ban like mempet. Ti kidon bun li ki episode ha ki jing im ka jing ya lenti jong ka jing e de sila panong jong ki brio na ki babun ki one na ki background na ki long ying long sem ke bapher. But kawin kita la dedicate sa kini ki arngut. Ti ang panong e kani hot kadi shapang ka jing e mo kani ka web series pro khain dei. Hatu don ne em nakaliang jong phi lani nakaliang jong director long kabapila da bu lupa le se ya kata ka thong ba kadi kani ka thong ba kwa ban pen issue ko prathai hatu lani ki kita le se la ki lo ki don social issues lani ki ba himbut ban project lani la kalong ki emotions lani ka connection lani ka relation lani ka jingya dei hayeng asam lani hatu don ki kita gi ba pi thmu ne ka dei bi tang halor ka jing e be bat shu abi ka tu jinglong shisha jo ka jingya dei jong phi ne haknu kudur ka jing thmu
Vivek Soni, I'll say that in Khasi first, huh? Then you can add up. Vivek Soni, haka jingshem jonga kumu director. Ude ubriu ubadon ka jingshem pang haka jing start ka jung kumu director. Haka ba ude ubriu ubampet yaki relationships nakum kata angle. Upet bet yaki kum arngut ki briu bat ka jinglong jong ki kum bagilong. He was not ready to accept any fakeness in us. Yang ngah mars ni kundu yang ngah ulong. You are fake. Ngalong dong ngah. Mari kundu yang ngah. Uang you are fake. Ông cũng nói mình được. What the? Habang ông fake ni, friend. Kata fake kamu ada you. But boro-boro kita beri kita radio jockey, star, celebrity, kumni kumtai. Mono botip ke badan calendat pada. Kita beri yang ngah stage, PE yang ngah host, you see the energy in me. Tama mono botip pat ke badan calendat. Marsnya iya ngah, marsnya Shillong, marsnya kendu pada ngah wong. Dude, I want to know the other Nick. I don't want to know Nicky J. Same in the case with Rajni.
Honestly, when the offer came for the film, they wanted to go, because based on what I had written on Facebook, they wanted to go back to that 12 years back, how we met, what brought us together. But somewhere when the director was here and he wanted to film, he was very clear that we want to make film on love. And for me, what was important was what I was going through now, or what am I going through now. Because what happened 10 years back or 12 years back was all rosy and nice. And you can say it was the pink cloud. But for me, the love is when I have to sustain this relationship. I have to look forward to this relationship on a daily basis. So my agenda, which I don't think it clicked anywhere, was like, let's talk about love now. How do you sustain love in a 12 years old marriage when both of us are very difficult? But I don't know, we did not have any plans. We were just there.
The beauty of it all is that Vivek was very candid. He did not interrupt anywhere. He just went with the flow. He just shoot. Just don't. He was not saying no this, no that. He just sat with us and talked with us. Tangata. In the bedroom, most of the shots you would see is us talking.
Yeah.
And he was just making us sit in front of a mirror, and that's it. It's not that he said that, okay, how about this, how about that. No, he just said, begin.
And I could see a lot of emotions that came out in the film. Ay ka Jinglong no kata Jinglong rang ba khasi jong pi long ba kum tamo machuang no I'll save it for the film baki bri kin pet hi tin rei ya kay ka ba ngala ban super khat kum u ta urang khasi ken long pi bu iladin dai hakatu ka jaka am nani tu ka situation am ka ba
Tam.
lo ka ba pati sibu kumangar ken kum urang khasi ban ba bangan lek ban bu hangti hakmat jong ka perthai nei ban pen i gitu ki emotions am ade long bisu tu am ka
Baik kalau ni friend mo. Hatung ila ju yang hakmat ka yet. Hatung ila ju pet markmat yala dia ka yet. Ne bun sin ngishu pun bhabri yala dia na. Hatung ila pun lembut yala dia. Bar hatung ila ju pet yala dia hak jeng lembut. Ka jeng lembut jong ka met. Kecing lembut yang kamu sim. Kata kan. Lada pila pun le kata Fred pesong tho. Namar pila lembut ti apa lo ti. Kimong, kidak, ki ko, kipat, kipra, kisa. Baro. Te hang tu hapo kamera kai ka bajia kalong. Asong tu bak kani ka jingwan yong kani ka film ban keren shipang ka jinglong jonga imat uplay lad ba ay ngan long ka mausawana ka benta mano re mano ha kani ka film mat bapet ye kani ka film jongi un shem ya katate dei mga bak sungkum ni ngah tu por ngamdei banga sungutang yela dia ngasong tu ba kadai ka ta jing syam jong bon balang uta urang kan sai jong ni kiba pun kut no yela dia tengkat hau tulai kiba pun kut no yela dia tengkat ka bilor tengkat ka auria tengkat haka ketang bensim kem don mano ban kren kem don mano bakin yo kata terpeng bakin yo pan pensengo don tengkat ki yam pai dono haka kendong pencerot hak kali haki klau ki betap haki jaka hakam rasum hangnong no mano nama bal senrang te men don't cry boys don't cry kata cek na kena senrang do yam rang baru yam meno ipa jong ai kai kan mau ko we buang ba lada pai dono orang ba ne kalong bawan ka lang thari dekat no bat ngayal dia ngabu ang tu ngasngo gumbang ngala khon bat ngasngo ba ngadon kam ban pau ya kata ka ai kan pau no kan le you ke ban ja palat ya kata tang ba lada kala ban yo ban tan ya no ban ai taka kti ya no ban ai man sim ya no ban ong ba pleng kadon ka jingkermen kat ya kata pat ke ban kat ya kata pat ke lada ka dei ka jing sakhi leng ba ka jing yi ka jing long jong man jonga simet lada ka long ka sakhi ya no kalong ku kadak jingkermen ya no ban ong ba opleng don jingkermen mo don jingkermen how blay lada mdei ka jingieid blay tapi kumbang ong tu ka film ngalakut tengah ka bilor bat babon hi kin sagi ya katar ki batip yang ahi kitip bangal ayat litikum no bat dei hang ta ngasa nut ban ong do ya katar tin bakan no ngut ki samlar ki rang jongi hasi ki kot ka bilor ki kot no halom jitep ki kot no ka mensim ka bala pat la pra ka bagi la susah ka emotional pain ka jongki ka trauma psychological trauma ka bagi don ka spiritual battle ka bagi ya tengko hangno banno kin lik ban share te ki perlok ki don tamba ka kut no tang haka songa am lele ma ka kut no tang kata reu tu bapli da ulek thia ru tang thia sok rum yum la ban thia sok
tu ko shlendat
dan batip ngakwa sikate ba ai ya kata ka jing chempang ba men do cry men also have feelings a man's mental health, man's emotional health, man's spiritual health, a man's battle with substance abuse is a reality. It's a disease that needs to be fought. Kadang jingpang, yo kisung tu bakla mano re mano. Kin ong kerni, kajing kerni kadang jingpang. Kumba dai bapang kanser, kumba pang TB, kumba pang kijak jingpang ki babun. Pit substance abuse lu kadang jingpang. Tangba ni soto ya kata ni ong womendi hari kasuk pelat benci ong womendi tangba baliu tu breu let kela benlong mendi ulit long nong kerni ya kata pan mano ban kasuk ben kedau hatu la ban clear pa ju la ban ajeng kermen ju kaji kermen jong ada kadi leng banang ni kan lada kam dei maka kapalai i nga bat kamandira kapalai i nga ya ka jinglong jonga pan soto janai bau niu priu ulajan saban kut ka ai gakti kapatan ya ka ong alise nga dei ka jingkermen jong pi
and I love how Mandira came to the picture and I mean it's I could feel that it's God's leading ngacho mi ki pa bikin lit page hi bikin tip ya kan gel basically garngon one question for you Mr. Rajni. You coming from the media field, actually when I had saw your status last time, I thought maybe this was only inspired by your love story, but acted maybe by someone else, maybe just inspired, But when I watched the series, I'm like, okay, all right. So it's more like you are your own character in your own movie, so to say. But for you coming from that background, from the media field background, I mean, this is you experiencing it live, with the director of Bollywood. How does that feel, and what was the experience like?
I think it was because I come from the media field. So I understand the gimmicks of the media industry, and how the whole thing functions. So there's a plus and a minus point as I see it. The plus point is I and both of us are very comfortable with the camera. We're very comfortable with the narrative. The minus point may be for the crew, because we know what happens back of the camera, and somewhere we want to direct and we want to put our own script, so we keep on budging into and becoming from actors to director, and that was something the director had to deal his headache, but then of course that happened. But besides that, I think what I have also taken from the film is the whole production experience. I have been a media educator, and we do all kinds of production, but to see firsthand how a film production happens, and the entire Bollywood industry, and the whole hierarchy of the crew was something very strange, at the same time quite a learning experience for me as well. So I'm not just taking this very beautiful moment from the film, but I'm also taking so many experiences that I can go back to my students, to the institute that I belong, and I can tell them about this experience. So that has been empowering.
I mean, yeah, like you said, you're not new to be in front of the camera, yet the entire experience must be totally different from what you've had all this while. And I could see, I mean, the best part is the way how candidly these narratives have been put up there in the UK or on the screen. For example, when your parents give the interview, I'm like, what?
My parents have been like the icing in the cake, the way they have. I mean, my parents have been always this very entertaining people but at the same time, to see them like that, so raw on the frame, was the most delightful experience.
And then I still remember the last line when they would just go off. Should we take a picture?
And that's very raw. Yeah, I mean, we are like that. We want to document everything. So my parents are like, okay, ho gaya, now picture.
But it was a beautiful film for sure. So my last question to you both is this: ngaswaban bu kanimo ba hadu katmu kalong kepadon kam ba kat hadu mentala dengan ipet ya ka film hang ni ka film industry hang ni hapo Meghalaya jongi nei yi ni film ha ki babun ki rukam dengan ipet nya ki babun ki liang desi kelab melong fiction love story or action thriller lani bat kita ki bi nei ti ndai phi ba phila don ha kani ka benta phila don hapo long phila ak long no kum aktor be hi hakal ayu jang phi hi long hadu kan pi sngo ba ke film kalong ke way ke medium ke bangi ngila ban ya ban pendon kam bangila ban pensapriang ya kanu ka khubor la kalong ke jingieid lani social issue lani kum kani ke ba pi le ban ya thu ni kini ki babon pa intercaste marriage kum ka addiction kum ka there's so many things ke ba pi le ban wan ra hadu kanu kalong kata kalong ke badan kam kum ka film ke as a medium ban ya thu ikani and balai kapher na kibe pat kirukam ai jing penting.
Did you get that?
Mm.
Yeah. I want you to answer first so that I can add up to it.
But I did not get the whole thing. How film can be a medium to
Yes, a
talk
medium,
about
yeah.
social
Yeah.
issues and all that. I think film has always been a very powerful medium to talk about everything and anything. And we have a lot of breed of people now who have come up. And I think the technological revolution has made everybody a storyteller. So that's the beauty. There's a lot of scope there to talk about all kinds of issues, not just love or, the intercaste thing. It's a positive sign. And what gives me a lot of hope is the way we tell our stories. And when I say we, I mean the local community. The way we see things when we tell stories is so fresh and so different. And we need to tell our stories. And nobody else can tell our stories better than the way we tell our stories. So there is a scope, That's how I feel about it.
A lot of people yang ni ka film jongi. kajingkali ban kong kabawan kalong balik ka film jongi ngatrai haga India love project ka entries ka barung kalong palat 9,000 tam.
What?
Out of that 3,000 stories were shortlisted. Out of that tips so cut no scrutiny happened. Out of that 6 stories were chosen. And it was thrown open by Suman to the directors. Like kumne shu saprayang by kumne. If you see one of my vlog that I posted just today, Suman mentioned that he had 6 stories. He called the directors from Dharmatics to say that, here, choose. So all the directors, all the 6 directors are directors from different genre. The key pick the story. And that's when Vivek chose our story. Now this question, absolutely, it's a very interesting one, but why did Vivek choose our story? That talks a lot more about the human connect that he found in our story. It's not a leftover, because ours is a second story, if you see in the flow of the film. But what Vivek had mentioned, Hagawega interview about Wong Ba, it is the human connect that he felt. I think yes, we are making commercial films. Yes, see, because we don't have an industry, very frankly. We have not built that culture. Ka Assam ka industry, filmmaking industry. Ka dan ka yo. Hangning import dan ka yo. Namar tang ka cinema hall room im dan. Tika ay ka tang ka. Perkat ki films feature ki films ipagba ki films haki community hall without proper sound. How will people experience it? Ka hard work. Bantay ka ni ka shoot ka bangile. The amount of everything that you put together, kini baro, naruga lights, kini kita iba pilap, there's a lot put in it. Handrai lada ka end product kami, kipagba kimbla, mundai ba shupet kum tu ba phone. You've got to experience what is film. Film is about experience. Everything which comes of light, sound.
It's a total immersive experience.
So our filmmakers have faced this challenge for the lack of infrastructure. Okay, I want to put it very clearly to the government. Let the government also understand this. See, in what capacity can a director shoot a film without infrastructure? How many times will you go to Manipur to seek equipment? How many times will you go to Assam to seek equipment? Why can't we have our own? Where our own directors, where our own these young people, brilliant minds can actually have the resources. We don't. Then how will it come out? Tell me one thing. We are, I'm so proud of our filmmakers. They are making films on phone, yeah? 4K phone, shoot. Run around with it, Isn't that beautiful talent? All we need is to harness them. Dramatics is a big brand. Karan Johar is a big brand. They have crores of investment they have invested. Kapisa ka bagila panlod namta gitar. Tell me one thing. If you need a Jimmy, here. If you need a Jimmy, mantata tola ong drone shots. Hakto ko juk pinang kama into. They have in your. Unless Manipur, nowhere else. Sagaweru. But yes, Shna commercial films. Tamak, where is the market? Mono ban theater kata ka film ko jong pi. Mono kita kiban penmi pisa ban bay kata ka pisa ban one page ka film ko jong pi. What I feel is basically ngatrai ka ton kam ba yang ginok Shna film kini baro bangin ya syong lang nya perkat lang nya pet lang kumno ngin curate ya kan yate ngin pen one ya kan ya bakan one kum kata ka yo kan one kum kata ka movement film movement ngaban ai ka jingiro yo ba Pradeep kurba nganap ai ka jingiro yo ba kamki ngap ai ka jingiro yo Simi ngap ai jingiro ya Eliza ngap ai jingiro ya Jesse for that matter ngap jingiro ya Pisia. See, all of you guys who are involved right now are doing it in a minuscule scale without anything at all, but you're doing it in whatever capacity. They kat no sha kanlong ka bantoy ban explore ki potentialities jong kini ki upcoming independent directors ki jong one prang is there, so kat no show ngin la ban kiyo yen ki potentiality jong kani kayo kan sa create he once you have create that kind of an environment kapasong si kalong himdon kum kata ka environment so I feel to all the directors out there, human connect is the main soul of any film. Lada kam long human connect, lada ka Shillong superficial. Yes, different genres of film are there. There's fiction, there's everything is there. More. And right, at the end of the day, it's human connect. Kaba sa bet, kaba ong bet. Kuman ngila ju pet yang manik retong hatu kajuk. Tisin balak pet yang manik retong hatu kajuk kelasa pet yang mensem. Ngila pet yang man bajuat. Kelasa pet yang hatu kajuk hatu karukum man penuan. Mentang ngila pet pat kumikan ni ke short film recently kaba ngila pet nong shun. Pet kaciti. Cake. You know, kai ba sutu ba in all these films kababi onata. Kai ka jingmi kari. Kai ka bangi ba human connect. Ni sutu ba kani te kadi jonga te. Kani kadi ka jongi te. Kani te kadi ka story jonga te. Once that is there, it's a hit. And I feel kani ka ngili khamtang ngidang dei ki badang long nascent kadang red ngimpat dei te banong too fictional hang ni kapor. Namar ngidang don't cut no show ka jing ruspa jongi habai de bagi khana te bangi don. Te imagine. Bandayo le ki kini ki directors ki bana bar bakin jiwan le lai lan gen. Oh my god, ngatrai ngila kut. Kini kin syukur lut kait nanam sedong. Kaspa mariang ngila don pa. Tekat no ngi don ka me banyadai ka mariang khantam don ka me yu ban le shoot Scotland habala don pa kang ni. An rei la da kumni ka jing le pathar ka jongi te long kataru mentagi gini director Vivek Soni bawan pat nga ngialet katu ka ni jaka ususu abiat uang balai te kami kalian gamen kampat la ban invest hakani ka potentiality ngingi ai la dia ka IT menta bakan wandrong hang dengan jela make it open for filmmaking no reduce your taxes ai la I can wandrong gini dakila wandrong hang takin kin kiu kipriu jingi kim yokam se perkhat hakawai ka shoot ngila apa jaga rokon tu hakawai ka shoot kan no gi bayo bela te unless we are progressive in that thought but khamtam dakabangi kintiu shan kong yala ki jong bakin jongi kin yo lada pin assist bakin ki director ki bahe ngi balai I mar khamat badu vivek kamto ni so tho ba kat no phiyo jingi kai da ka ba pidon rangkat bakin ki breu ki balai bala san ka jing champang ka jongi ka jing pride pro jobin jongi ha ka ni ka kam ni yo ikana recently I'm taking too long no recently you know that's typically me but it's important kalong ka pidon kam pinpek kawai ka video nga shoot ha kapor bang iwan dubbing na po Mumbai ha po airport ngai kadu langot ki khana kasi ki papuli filmmaking so ba pe je tu video ru kai ka bang ilapang to kai ba ki ong di khana to kaktien kim nang ban kran ktin hindi papli ha Hollywood ha na po Mumbai kim la ban sustain ka kam ru kim yo ki hab ban namar bam sung tu aktin kitle kim nang ban penyede ki kindawan chaniru kaskup kam dan kini che gini khana jongi kini iborok ibo pulih po mass media department ta kai ka scoop ka jong kinang ta jong ki music hawa ja kani ka jela jong ngila I full skill importance ki ka grassroots music menta kani bo penyat ka government of Meghalaya very good fantastic what about filmmaking why not give it also a momentous right about now namar kadang dei ka por ka babiang ma mentai kong simi she just got that award no Frag Channel award I want just like that she also should be able mentala dangi pet ki film awards mo haka national level haka national film awards katno tili ki entries ki rongi jongi na po jela Meghalaya ni don bok don ba pradip kurba ba ulang dangla ban portray ya ka potential nak ba ko jela ka jongi like dangta balik ki film ki jongi kimla ban po haka national level once ba kinok Shna film jongi kindan kata ka jingmo je perkhat ba ka film jongi ka deben represent ya ka country ya ka ri mo ob ya ka jela kadiban represent ya ka ri borok kowe la like ya ka prathi borok kowe hang ta phin pet kan one kata ka wave hakabaki kini ki samla ki jongi badan ka sap ka bakar pang kin long one of the best filmmakers of the nation and of the world
kedai ngarung munjur kata kaba ngakubur bahali kedai ki khana we have tons of stories from here like hundreds and thousands of stories and what makes it unique is because our people are beautiful. We have so many things. Even if we sit among our friends, or even just your friend circle, you have lots of these stories coming from everywhere. Ngaso ba kani kini ki khana nangni long ki bon bahal da
humor te tangka humor ka birya le te na yakran te
kamanum kon lalu te ngaso ba kadai
yeah cium awesome talents ya awesome talent
but kiwi bagi berang persang bagi badan menta but ngi ba kadai nakadaw jong ke jinglong hi jong ke jelai jong ke jaka jong ki briu hi jong i bikimi ki khana ki babun ma ke balong kum kini jong kini ki arngut kum jo ti nga kentu i phi la phim pat page sali ban page ke dan po Amazon Prime ke de ka episode ke ba ar jong ke web series lai kerteng Love on Air ke episode jong kini tekani ke web series Love Storia filam ni pe hapo Amazon Prime kani ke bala produce the Karan Johar but Apurva Mehta but bala direct dari Vivek Soni te late ban pe pindum babi pini ilut kini ki arngut aktor actress but ngasngo kawi ka ba pen sungsarong mahai nga hakata kawi kaliang kolong ba ningkong ngai pi let shathi ban yadan benta lesi ha ka premier tinde ka khamsu sarong susu kolong ba when I watch the film hadi mangala pe ka film ni ba mni tam ki shule ai ka khana jong ki henry ki akru ma ki ha ka film te ngasngo sarong shi ka de e banga ka pi ro film ni te kubli shibun porlok ka por ko jong pi ngi se sham yang pi ko pa video agi jing kersan jong pi nam ta jong iba Mad boy Nicky J ni tinggi orang bawa manik nanu macam badi kong rajani hang ni kulis bun
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Wonderful.